The Nielsen numbers are in for the town hall, and Donald Trump lost by about 900,000 viewers in TV ratings. And of course, CNN is here to gloat. More people watched Biden on ABC than Trump on NBC, MSNBC, and CNBC. Oh, smack down, Donald Trump. You lost. Oof. And everybody knows Donald Trump was desperate to beat Joe Biden. Man, this makes Donald Trump look like a fool. Actually, when you include the streaming numbers, Donald Trump actually won by just under 1 million. So good on you, CNN, to include only the Nielsen ratings to make it look like Joe Biden actually won. Now, to be fair, Joe Biden did surprise people with this outcome because a lot of people thought Trump was going to win in the TV ratings too. And he didn't. Joe Biden did. But I got to be honest, there's like an obvious reason for it. Joe Biden's town hall was an hour and a half longer, probably on purpose for this result, because I ended up watching both. I watched Trump's and then switched over to Biden's for the last little bit of it. And thus, I probably counted towards the total viewership for Joe Biden. Easy. That's the game they're playing. Then they come out and they say, Joe Biden won. But if you actually combine this with the streaming numbers, Donald Trump still won. They always do this because they want to create news that Biden is winning when he's not. But I'll tell you what I really want to get into in this segment. Tell you what. You know, they were saying that the town hall on NBC was an interrogation. It wasn't actually a legitimate town hall. And Vox straight up just says it. Savannah Guthrie delivered the Trump interview we've been wanting for years. I just told you. Savannah Guthrie showed how to interrogate President Trump. Interrogate? This was an emotional, pathetic display of anti-journalism. It was just Savannah Guthrie yelling at Trump for 20 minutes. She was asking the same question over and over again. I couldn't take it. I was yelling at the TV. I was like, come on. I was throwing popcorn. I was like Leonardo DiCaprio in that meme. Come on. She was like, Trump, you had COVID. And he's like, I went to the doctor, but you had COVID. I know I went to the doctor, but you had, seriously? Just stop. We get it. You asked a question. Move on. But they love it. They love it. It's exactly what they wanted. They wanted an emotional response, an emotional TV show where someone wagged their finger at Trump. Trump, you're wrong. That's what they wanted. Congratulations, you got it. And we were all the worse off for it. Let me show you the ratings first, and then we'll talk about Savannah Guthrie. CNN says Joe Biden's town hall averaged 13.9 million viewers on Thursday night, easily surpassing the Nielsen ratings for President Trump's town hall. Not really. Trump had 13 million. It's not easily. That's actually comparable. The Trump town hall averaged 10.6 on NBC. MSNBC reached 1.7 and CNBC 671. So Trump's gross audience across the three channels was 13 million, about 1 million fewer than Biden's audience on ABC alone. Staffers at ABC News privately admitted their surprise when the preliminary ratings came in on Friday. The Nielsen ratings only measured TV viewership on TV sets. Both town halls were also live streamed to phones, computers, and other devices. In the run to Thursday night, the Biden campaign embraced the popular ratings narrative and predicted Trump would outrate Biden. Trump campaign senior advisor Jason Miller said, we're going to have a much bigger audience than Joe. And he was right. Trump has been a Nielsen connoisseur for decades. Wallace and the Apprentice, blah, 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 I don't care. But when the TV ratings have disappointed him, he's also shifted to other metrics. When Biden had a bigger TV audience for his convention, Trump complained that online streaming numbers weren't being counted in the totals. There is no industry standard to measure all the various ways the town halls were streamed, both live and on demand. In any event, that would be like trying to combine apples and oranges in the apples to apples matchup between the two candidates. Biden has a better night. There's the excuse. Bravo, Brian Stelter. It's an excuse, man. Listen, conservatives don't trust mainstream news, so they turn to streaming platforms. Not only that, but you're skewing older because younger people probably are on their laptops too. So you're getting bad numbers, baby. You're getting limited numbers. Well, in the apples to apples matchup, I don't care about who watched TV. And besides, Nielsen ratings are so nebulous and vague anyway. How do you even know who watched? Sample sizes. Yeah. Well, when it comes to YouTube streaming, we can just look at the numbers. Donald Trump won. Sorry, your game is stupid. I covered this story earlier today. TikTok users were trying to get Trump by manipulating the numbers, but we can see they've actually aggregated them. ABC's live stream had 2.8 million. Trump's combined live streams from NBC, CNBC, and CNBC television had 4.5. Trump had nearly 2 million more streamed views. Add these numbers to the total ratings, and Trump is up by just about 1 million views. But they don't want to do that because that would be admitting that they're losing. It makes sense when you have regular people who watch. Look, listen, I'll put it this way. If you are more likely to watch mainstream news, you're more likely to hate Trump. It's that simple. Because, I mean, and especially when it comes to NBC or ABC. If you're online and searching for yourself, you're probably more likely to lean towards Trump because you're getting your own information. You're choosing. And as we know, the media has become increasingly unreliable, as exemplified by the other story about Savannah Guthrie. She did not do an interview. She did an interrogation by their own, definition. Journalists don't interrogate. Journalists are supposed to coax, answers out. They're supposed to give people an opportunity to answer questions, sort of like moderating a discussion. So the goal would be, Donald Trump, did you get tested the day of the debate? And when Trump was asked this, he said, probably. I get tested all the time. Can you say definitively or not? No, thank you. Moving on. She didn't. She just wouldn't shut up. Wow, it was painful to watch. And I think Trump, this was an opportunity for him, and they played right into it. It was an opportunity for Trump to prove that these people are more interested in just wagging their finger and being annoying than helping us understand what's going on. That's why I say it's anti-journalism. Vox says, Savannah Guthrie is very good at interviewing Donald Trump. No, she's very good at wagging the finger and then winking to the anti-Trump audience. The Today Show co-anchor, tapped to moderate the president's town hall on NBC Thursday, faced an uphill climb going in. A lot of observers were upset the event was happening at all. After all, it was the president who pulled out of the original scheduled debate. No, it was the debate commission that unilaterally changed the rules without a discussion, which is not the norm. She was relentless. No line of inquiry came without multiple follow-ups. No unfounded assertion was made without a pushback. Dude, that is not what happened. She asked the president about a White House reception for the Supreme Court nominee, Amy Coney Barrett, the event that seems to have sparked a coronavirus outbreak, and the president in the president's close orbit, and countless others. At this point in the pandemic, knowing what we know, shouldn't you have known better? Shouldn't the White House know better than to hold an event like that, she asked. Trump responded, there's a lot of testing in the White House. He's fine with masks. He didn't wear one at the event in question. And a lot of people who wear masks get COVID-19 anyway. Hey, I'm president. I have to see people. Guthrie shot back. You can see people with a mask, though, right? Masks don't prevent you from getting sick. This is the stupidest thing ever. You had a moron working that debate because Savannah Guthrie, she should not be doing that job. But you could have worn a mask. If Trump got sick, the mask wouldn't have changed anything. The CDC guidelines are that you wear a mask so you don't spit on other people. If you want to argue that Trump should have mandated masks for other people, okay then. But you can wear a mask. That proves what she was doing was empty, vapid BS. I am so sick of the fake news. They're not actually trying to help us understand what's happening in this world. They don't ask Biden any hard questions. They don't get to the core of what's happening in our country at all. It is just, did you see that? I insulted the orange man. High five. Slap. Pathetic. Oh, man. Guthrie came in quick. She came in informed, and she came in ready. Congratulations on your orange man bad resistance audience. You served no real purpose here. I have a question for all of you who are listening. How is it that Trump supporters get along just fine watching my content when I say things like Trump's an arrogant, he should shut up? Like he yaps too much or his tweets are bad. Why is it that when I criticize Trump supporters are more likely like, well, I humbly disagree. When I say to a Trump supporter to their face, I don't like Trump's the way he tweets, they go, well, I do like it. I think it's funny. That's it. That's the response. That's okay. Okay. But if I come out and I say something, or if she comes out and she says something that's fair, the left would eat her alive. Why is it that when I say something that would make Trump supporters probably disagree, the response is, well, I guess we could have a conversation. I've had Trump supporters get mad at me, and insult me and stuff like that. But they don't come and try and cancel me. They don't try and shut my content down for the most part. I do find it annoying when like, you know, people on the right are like, I don't like this video, and they thumbs down my video. But, you know, you're allowed to, I guess. You just do your thing. But why is it that there's a tendency among the left to try and obliterate someone and destroy them unless they adhere to their ideology? That's the problem. The problem is Savannah Guthrie knew if she went in there and she did some real journalism, the left would destroy her. She knew that if she went in and pandered to the left, the right would probably just criticize her and the left would cheer. And that's what's happening. So she's showing that she's not a journalist. She's not interested in doing journalism. She's not interested in informing anybody or asking any hard questions. Her only interest was earning herself some resistance followers. So you know what? Maybe that's another reason the ratings were bad for Trump. Who wants to sit there and watch this woman complain? I almost turned it off. I got to be honest. When it was like 10 minutes of her saying the same question over and over again, I was like, oh, stop. Just shut up. But she wouldn't. I'm going to keep asking the same thing. We get it, man. Trump just keeps giving you the same answer. Move on. Welcome to modern journalism. I got a couple more segments coming up in a few minutes. Stick around, and I'll see you all shortly.